It's not like the Windows Classic OS Remake home video. I recorded this one time, and it uh, well, it failed. I forgot to turn on the microphone. So yeah, I re-recorded this time with the better explanation, maybe worse, because I recorded this half of it just now, and it failed, so I had to re-record it. I have lots of recording issues. Anyways, I hope you have a good day, and enjoy the video. Hope you don't experience issues like this. Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today we're doing the third episode of the animation review series where I review any software that I can get. And this episode is Pencil2D, so let's just jump right into this. Oops, I just muted my computer. Alright, so this is Pencil2D animation version 0.5.4. This is a free and open source animation program, and you can modify it to add your features and stuff. It's still being developed, I believe. And upon startup, you will see a command line, and then it will launch the actual program. You just jump straight into this. With this new file, there's no welcome screen, no nothing. You just get straight into this. So there's the tools panel, the options panel, the colors panel, the display options, and the timeline. You get 3 layers upon launch: a bitmap layer, a vector layer, and a camera layer. And you also can add a sound layer if you want to. And I'll leave the sound layer up to you. So you could add and delete layers. You could add bitmap. You could add layers, bitmap, vector, sound layers, cameras. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep these layers because I want to showcase them. So let's jump right into this program. The first thing we're gonna review is the drawing tools. I turned on shortcut keys. As you can see, I pressed F12. That is a hotkey of Bandicam's recording option. So you can see my shortcut keys. I don't have them programmed into this pen because one button is for right click and one button is for erasing. So, I don't know what pressure is for. I guess that's for tablets. But let's review the drawing tools. First off is the brush tool. Or let's just say the pencil tool. You better be in the bitmap layer for this to work. Otherwise, there will be glitches. So the pencil tool, you could write rough stuff. But it's a little bit uneasy to work with this kind of tool. As you can see, I added a tiny neck and there's a little space, which is not good. I usually use this until I found out the brush tool can do something else. So, as you can see, if you draw with the brush tool, you'll see this blurry, gooey ickiness. So, what we do to prevent that, you could also set the size to, like, 11. If that's a bigger brush, let's set it to about, like, 4, 12. So, what you could do is set the feather, and this will set the amount of blurriness that you have. And set it to 0.2, and you got your sharpened brush. That is for anti-aliasing. So that was loud. Anyways, if you're wondering how do we change colors, well, you might have obviously guessed it. by this panel through here. So let's just quickly draw a character right over here. So let's just draw the head. Let's draw the arm, the fist. Okay. So let's make that a little short, because I'm short. So let's just add this little thing. Okay, those are the legs bases. This, 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 and this, and this. There. Now we just need to add the shoes. And there we go. That's our character. That's our very bad character. Now, if you're wondering, we could only do basic colors like red and yellow and stuff. Well, thing is that you could press this, you could edit the colors. So you could just press this. It will show the color value over here, and you could edit it if you want. So for example, you could double click it to change the name. That's one of the default colors. So you could change the alpha, you could change the blue, you could change the green, and it's no longer black anymore, so I'm just gonna drag it back. And if you want to add your own color instead of changing the default ones, then you click this plus sign. If you want to remove a color, then press this minus sign, so that your colors will be a lot more organized. So let's click this plus, and then it will tell you to select a color from the list. It doesn't matter since you could edit the colors later in this list, but for this case, let's choose an orange. Alright, we got our orange. This is called color 24. You could double click it to change the name, and in this case, I'll change it to Ten Hero Orange. And now, you can click that. The color value will show up here in case if you want to edit it. There's also the alpha, if you want to edit in alpha and stuff. And if you're thinking, well, that just makes it brighter, it actually does make it brighter. Oh, that's because I'm not drawing with the correct. So you could choose your color from here. Or yeah, you could just choose a color from here. Let's click alpha. Now we're drawing. And I think pressure means that pressure sensitivity matters. So we got our orange. We could just use this. And we could use the fill bucket tool to fill this in. Now we got orange shade, which I think will be better with some alpha. So let's set the alpha to this. Let's fill that in. Hello? Okay, I just pressed multiple times everywhere. It took a while to register the... Oh wait, Pencil2D is frozen. Great. How am I supposed to pass for this review? Okay, finally didn't crash, so I'm just gonna undo all of that. So, selecting things and moving things are honestly a pain. You can only select on a part where there has to be a drawing, and then you have to edit it from there. Which honestly just makes that harder. I wish I could just drag from the edges. But nonetheless, we got our mark wheel. Let's just get the selection tool. Then we can move it around. So then let's click delete. Doesn't look like we could delete it. Okay, backspace worked. Okay, so we gone over our drawing tools. And now let's go over the timeline. Or let's go over the vector bitmap tools. So obviously a brush does not work. That's because it's a bitmap tool. What we want to do is select the pen tool, which default has the black value. And these are the colors for your entire project, so let's just select this orange. And now we have our little pen. It's not intuitive, but it gets the job done. You could also do shapes. However, I haven't figured out a way to stop them. Okay, so double click and you lock them. And now that has become a shape, which is very thin, to say the least. Just Control A and delete that. At least now you know the little tools. If you want to edit the points, you can click the little finger and then click an object that you want to edit and then use that tool to edit the points. So there we go. Let's delete all of that. Backspace. Feels weird using backspace instead of delete. And my tablet broke again. Finally, for the layers is the camera layer. Oh, I'm holding it backwards. Alright, finally is the camera layer. So, select that. And if we have, let's say, a drawing over here, let's say a gold old stick figure. So then we could select our hand tool, go to the camera layer, and then we could just use this tool to pan around. I don't know, the selection box is doing something. The selection box is doing something. Okay, good. Selection box is gone. Now we can pan this. And, well, that's pretty much it for the layers. And I'll leave the sound layer for you guys to explore. So, let's add some keyframes. So let's get over here. Let's add a key. And then that will disappear the current image. and that will create a new keyframe. So then we could draw this little stick figure. I have quite a few files set in, and also the onion skin comes in handy. The default frames per second is 12. You could change that if you want. I'll leave it to 12. Also, Animate.cc just got this new update. I'm rocking it. If your onion skins somehow are not appearing, then like this, then why don't you press O and then Alt O? Alt O will toggle the front onion skin and O will toggle the back onion skin, so you could in between this. Previously thought that forward onion skinning is really bad. Turns out not. Just make your animation program have more. So let's draw that. Let's fill that in. And now let's play that. And beware, your animation will have the onion skin in it, so you better turn your onion skin off. I accidentally clicked Control O. So, Alto. Just click play double times if you're at the end frame. So that's how you literally create keyframes. You just add your stuff. You can also duplicate the frames if you want to, in case if you want to move stuff. The vector layer, it goes the same as the bitmap layer, I believe. The camera layer, I think we should move it to this. And it tweens it. If you leave it, then it tweens it. And that's handy. Now let's leave this. Let's add a key. So that means our animation looks like this now. And if you want to add extra seconds, then add a key. Then you have got your camera. You could also extend it if you want to. So that's your camera tool. Well, time to go on to my review. So that was a quick tutorial of Pencil2D for you. And my review is that a lot of animators found this tool by just searching free animation tools and then got started. They liked it, pretty much. So, it's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward. Anyone can follow like very less tutorials and get the hang of it in one day. And well, they can add lots of stuff because well, maybe they could they don't need to add lots of stuff because it's really easy, and if you add a lot of stuff like OpenTunes, you don't need to add a lot of stuff like OpenTunes because OpenTunes is pretty complicated. It's Open source Studio Ghibli uses it, probably. And it's not user friendly. It's not beginner user friendly. So, yeah. Pencil2D, pretty easy. Anyways, that's it for my review and tutorial. I put in short tutorials in case you didn't know that. And sorry for all those live streams by accident. Anyways, my live stream, the new Animate CC update. Animate CC just arrived with the new update. It's pretty cool. You can now place layers. So that's pretty much all I have for today. If you liked it, then please drop a like, leave a comment, and smash the subscribe button and click the little bell to get notified of new updates by the channel. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye. Bye bye.